I've just had some good news. This dead short that I suddenly started getting when I switched the switch over to main light, headlight, I found it. I've had a good look on the underside of the nacelle and the wiring and everything, and obviously I've reconnected the red wire which stopped the sparks, so I've got sparks back. The engine's going to run again, but I thought I'd better investigate this sudden dead short that we started getting as well. And yesterday, while I was investigating and twiddling around with wires and trying to find a possible cause for the loss of sparks initially, for some reason I think I decided that the dip switch looked like it was too far sort of away from the rider's thumb, and I just slewed it around on the handlebars a little bit. And I remembered doing that because I looked at the underside of all this lot and couldn't find anything wrong, and even with the headlamp glass and unit itself removed and totally disconnected with the wires that would go to it going nowhere, I was still getting a dead short when I switched the lights full on. And it turns out it's the blue wire from the main switch runs up obviously into the dip switch, which selects whether you get dip or full beam. And I obviously must have disturbed something when I slewed the switch round and caused the blue wire, which goes to this terminal, to somehow short or earth out on something. So I'm onto it. It's there. That's where the problem is. So I can put all this lot back together, refit the headlamp and everything. I don't have to worry about anything in there, so that's good news. And just sort out whatever the problem's been here. And who knows, that might have even been something to do with the misfire, because if all it took to make it short out completely was for me to slew it on the handlebars, maybe there's been a random intermittent contact because I was riding it with the lights on that was also contributing to the misfire. Although I dare say the main culprit was that red wire there going to the coil, which had come out completely, as we saw the other day after I arrived back home. So I'll put the headlamp unit and the cell back together and have a good look at this dip switch, tighten the tank up, and we'll see what it sounds like when I run it with a tightly bolted down tank. Hopefully it'll be a lot quieter and possibly a fair bit smoother to boot.